What is up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of your favorite podcast, guys. And in today's episode, I want to talk to you about something that's actually going to revolutionize your efficiency and help you get better results faster. Okay? So if you've been following me for quite a while, you might have seen some episodes. You know that I am trying to get as efficient as humanly possible, and doing that using automation and using workflows and strategies that I come up with to make sure that I leverage these automations to do stuff that normally will take my time. Okay. And this is what I do every single day. And I heard very recently a quote in a podcast that actually resonated with me, and I wanted to let you know about it because it's very similar, very close to what I am saying, and it's a different way of saying it, which I thought was very interesting. So if you were to rate your opportunities and everything on a scale of 1 to 10, okay, you should actually do this, because basically what this guy said was this. He said, you are putting 10 out of 10 efforts in a 1 out of 10 opportunity. All right. And it really hit the core. Yeah, this is really true. This is stuff that I have been saying about the Eisenhower Matrix. I don't know if you guys know the Eisenhower Matrix, which basically shows you what you should focus on in your business based on how important and urgent things are. So we've already covered that. And the Eisenhower Matrix, if you apply it in your business, you are going to see a massive boost in efficiency and in productivity. I really encourage you to check out the Eisenhower Matrix. So another way of saying this is you are putting a lot of efforts into something that doesn't matter, right? So imagine you have 10 out of 10 effort in a 1 out of 10 importance, right? You feel like you're very productive. You're putting everything out there, but what you're doing in the grand scheme of things doesn't matter, okay? And so you're not going anywhere with this, right? Because being busy is not enough, right? And I used to take a lot of pride into being busy because it meant that, hey, dude, I'm working on something, right? But being busy is not enough. You could be busy doing the wrong thing, okay? And we all do it. I still do it, and and we do it not just in business. We can also do it in a relationship. So, like for work, for example, how many times you've been like, "Wow, why did I spend all this time on this task? It was pointless. Why did I do that?" And the same for relationships. We've all been in a relationship where, like, why did I even bother? You know what I mean? Like, this relationship wasn't going anywhere. It doesn't really matter to me in the grand scheme of things, but you did put a lot of energy into that. So, can we blame you for putting the energy? No, I think going all in on something is good. Like, there's a saying that says, how you do anything is how you do everything. So it says something about you. It says that you will put the effort, all right? Then was it the right vehicle, the right direction, where to put the effort? Then probably not, okay? But here's the thing, it's not all bad, right? Because people are like, oh, well, I just wasted my time and stuff. Yes and no, because, here's what I found out about life is everything you do actually matters to a certain point. It will basically tell you if you're going in the right direction, yes or no. Is this something that I like to do? Yes or no. Before you did it, well, you didn't know. You had to go out and try and get some lessons out of it. So if you're smart, even if you've put a lot of efforts into something that doesn't matter, what actually matters at the end of the day, the important thing is you are able to gain lessons from it and realize that this stuff, I need to stop doing it, okay? Now, when you're not able to have a critical reflection on stuff and you're not able to draw lessons from mistakes in the past, this is when you have a problem, okay? But again, we all go through this stuff, and it's it sucks, and again, some people will just work very, very hard, right? And if hard work was the determinant factor for your success and for wealth, then, I don't know, like the garbage man stuff, they will be very, very rich. In this case, they're not necessarily very rich, okay? So that tells you that working hard is not the only thing, okay? Now, here's the thing. Again, as I said, my goal and my journey right now is to get as efficient as possible, okay? And I know something. There are people who are a lot more efficient than I am because I am testing many different things. I put my energy here and there. And there's some time that, there's some avenues that I haven't, I haven't finished exploring just because, well, I realized that, maybe that's not what I should be doing. But the fact is that I actually went and found out that this is not exactly what I should be doing. All right. So it's very hard to say, don't go out and do it, because if you don't know, how the hell are you going to know? You know what I mean? So it's like, like you're a detective. All right. And you have a whole bunch of suspects. There's been a murder sorry if this is a little bit morbid, but let's say there's a murder, you're the detective, and now you have all these suspects, okay? And you need to exclude all the suspects. And that is what you're doing, right? You have a direction of where you want to go with your life, with your business, but there's so many ways of getting there, right? There are many business models. There are many ways of doing it. Do I go with a partner? Do I go myself? So do I start hiring people? Do I use outsourcing? So all these things you have to choose, right? And how the hell do you know? Well, you have to try at some point, okay? So I'm not saying it's all bad. As long as you draw lessons from it, then you are going to be fine. But with experience, you will be able to kind of like gauge the kind of like the importance of that task and the opportunity that's there, okay? And so you might be like, well, how do you do that? All right, so I don't have a specific formula that I can give you there right now in this video. It will be too short. But basically, there are some components that you can look at. So you look at your goals. What is your goal in life, okay? And so you compare whatever task it is with that goal. So does that align with my goal? Is it going to take me there? Okay. Now, if it's not, then I will say in terms of like importance, maybe it's not that important. If it's not taking you there. And same in terms of opportunity. Well, the opportunity that you want has to take you to that promised land, right? So if it doesn't take you there, you can have a check mark that says, yeah, you know what? That's not the one. Okay. So I'm going to give you many things that you can factor in to be able to determine the importance and the opportunity of stuff. Then your lifestyle. This is, to me, that's very important, right? So there are opportunities out there that are, in terms of like opportunity per se, like let's say opportunity is money, okay? And in terms of money, I mean, that will pay quite a lot, right? I have a lot of people asking me, hey, can you do some consulting for me? You come to my office and you do this, blah, blah, blah. We have this contract. Dude, they're going to pay me a lot of money, but I don't want that. That's not the lifestyle that I want. Now you're monopolizing my time. Yeah. And, for the 8 hours or something, I have to go to somebody's office and stuff. I don't want to do it. Okay. So it's not just a monetary goal. You also have to keep in mind, and first and foremost, that's how I look at things. Okay, that's just me. But I look at my lifestyle. All right, does that align with the lifestyle that I want? I want a lifestyle of freedom where my time belongs to me and nobody else, and I can choose what I want to do during the day. I don't have any constraints. I don't have any meetings with people and stuff like this. So that will factor in my decisions in terms of, is that important for me? If there are two tasks, for example, two things I have to do. One is leading me towards take your time, give it to someone who's going to stress the hell out of you, and then it's going to drag you to their office, 8 hours a day. And the other task that says, hey, you know what? This thing is going to automate the business so that you don't have to do anything and then you can go to the beach. Well, I'm going to put my energy here. All right. So the kind of like the opportunity and the importance, it also depends on who you are. What is your objective? Remember, we have to correlate that with our goal. So what is our goal, right? And in our goal, I think it's critical that you tie your goal to the lifestyle that you want to live. Because that goal, the monetary goal and stuff, it's not the end of it. It's a mean to an end. And the end is your lifestyle. So what is the lifestyle that you want to live? And then compare it to that, okay? Now, you can also look at it in terms of workflow, okay? So we know the lifestyle that we want to live, okay? So that gives us a goal. Now, in order to achieve that goal, you will need to, you need some steps to achieve that goal. And you can basically put these steps into a workflow, all right? So a succession of steps that need to happen so that you can reach that goal, all right? So you can look at it in terms of, does that stuff that I'm trying to do right now, does it actually fit in this workflow? All right. If the answer is no, then it doesn't matter. It's not important. Okay. It's not a good opportunity or whatever you want to call it. Right. Not that it doesn't matter per se in absolute, right? It just doesn't matter in your case. In your case, you want something that fits in there. Right? I really suggest you do this because since I've been doing this, my life has become so much easier. I get less distracted. I spend less energy on stuff that's basically going to distract me. And I only look for stuff that fit into my workflow. Okay? And also, you can tie that to the outcome. What's the outcome? What is coming out of that task? Okay? That might seem like, well, that doesn't matter too much and stuff, but it does matter, right? I have seen people who spend a great deal of energy for vanity metrics. Oh, let me impress this chick at the bar. Or let me impress my neighbors and make them jealous or something. Or I've seen people, they spend so much money, so much time and stuff to cultivate some Instagram or some Facebook profile to impress a bunch of people they went to high school with like 20 years ago and who do not care, right? These people have a life, they have something to do. They're not spending their life looking at you, right? So in that case, you need to look at the outcome. Does the outcome actually matter, all right? And then based on that, you can basically assign a, out of 10, how much does that matter? How important is that for you, okay? You can also see things. So this is another one that I think is very important. Is this task that we're assessing here? Does it make other things a lot easier and a lot faster for you in the quest of your goal? Okay. So when you're drawing a workflow or something, there are like bottlenecks, and there is something called dependencies either. Okay. You have things that say, if I had this, everything else would be so much easier. All right. And so that matters a lot. All right. So these are things that you can do. And I really encourage you guys to think about this. Don't think about just the energy that you're deploying. Think about the energy, where that energy is being used. Okay. Is it something that's taking you towards that lifestyle that you're trying to get? Because, you hear very often, I say very often, success loves speed. Yes. But the thing is, speed doesn't matter as much as direction does. Direction matters more than speed. You can go in the wrong direction very fast and you'll get there. You'll get nowhere fast. Okay. All right. That is pretty much it for today, guys. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.